Welcome to our escape plan series. Happy New Year. With the new year comes new plans and goals. We are excited to today bring you some information and inspiration. That's the whole point of this series with Global Escapes. We know the constantly changing travel restrictions can be frustrating and overwhelming. We provide stress free travel planning based on the latest information worldwide. Having a vacation date on your calendar will bring back some optimism and hope. Just a quick housekeeping note, we know your time is valuable. We are going to keep this session today to around 10 to 15 minutes. All attendees are in listen only mode. If you have any questions, please use the chat feature at the bottom of your screen. And any questions that do not get answered, we will reach out to you directly with some answers after our session today. So today we are really excited with the cold weather here in Georgia. I'm not sure what the weather's like where everybody else is today, but Julie with Sandals and Beaches Resorts is joining us and going to give us a quick update. We've got some really exciting news to share. But really more importantly, let's just all think for a moment about the warm sun and the beautiful beaches and all of the beautiful resorts in the Caribbean. So Julie has been the business development manager for North Georgia with Sandals and Beaches since June of 2019. And next week, Julie will be hosting an educational trip to the Sandals South Coast in Jamaica, which my husband and myself will be attending. We are very excited. And a little fun fact I haven't even shared with Julie yet is that Monday is actually Chris and I's 22nd anniversary of the day he proposed to me. So it's perfect timing. But we do have an exciting event that we'll talk about here in a moment. So, Julie, we are so looking forward to taking off on Sunday.
I can't wait, Tiffany. Thank you for making the time and, bringing your clients and your guests along to follow you while we're down there in the Caribbean next week. It's all about you and sharing with them the fun stuff that's happening, how safe it is to travel, what it's like to, come through the airport, our platinum protocols, and we'll be doing all kinds of stuff that you can go live and sharing that with your clients. For today's purpose, I'm just going to go through a few little slides with you guys. And let me just share this really quick. And can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So Sandals is your luxury all-included resort. If you've never stayed with us before, I want you guys to realize that everything is included when you're staying with us at Sandals or Beaches Resort. We pick you up from the airport, your transfer. We take you in a luxury motor coach right to our resorts. And so you don't have to worry about transportation when you're there and going from the airport over to our resorts. We have, all right, let me see. Did it move? There we go. 16 different resorts on 7 islands. You guys, we have so many dining options. Sandals Ocherias is our largest, and it has 16 restaurants just at that particular resort. Sandals South Coast, where we'll be featured next week, has 9 different dining options. And so when you're staying with us at a Sandals, all of your dining is included. There's no upcharge restaurants. You can dine around. You can go get coffee, and we have a beautiful coffee shop called Cafe de Paris as well at South Coast. So I'm sure Tiffany will be sharing those with our guests and stuff next week as well. We, again, we love the fact that when you're at a Sandals, you just put your wallet away, because all of your spirits, your premium liquors are included, your water sports are included. And the best thing I can share with you all today is our platinum protocols of cleanliness. We have 9 different touch points where they take care of things in the bathrooms. You have temperature checks when you arrive on the resort. Our resorts are running typically about a 60% occupancy right now. And for us, like Sandals South Coast, for instance, is 392 rooms. So Again, at 60%, you're talking, about 200, rooms there that are occupied. So on a resort that's on 50 acres, we've got plenty of space. Nobody has to worry about physical distancing there at the resorts. Your room is sealed. Tiffany will be able to show you guys that when she gets on the resort, that her room will be sealed after it has been cleaned. And the only person that will enter that room once it takes, they have done that, would be Tiffany and Chris. So we have our butler experience. Those are our top suites, and our butlers are there for 24-hour service to take care of anything that you need, anything that you want when you're at the resort. You get a cell phone that is what we refer to as our butler phone, and our butlers have a phone. And so you don't run up your minutes on your personal phone. You just call them if you forgot your sunglasses, if you want, breakfast in bed, if you want to have dinner on your balcony. That's what they do. They take care of that for you. I will say that our butlers are the only one on resort allowed to accept a gratuity. All of your tips are included when you're staying, and the butlers at the end of your stay, if you choose to, you're allowed to offer them a gratuity as well. These are some of our beautiful different suites that we have at just different Sandals. Montego Bay was our very first Sandals. It's up here in the top left picture. This resort was completely renovated 4 years ago. Now we've got swim up suites. We have tranquility soaking tubs here. You've got your over the water bungalows and villas at Royal Caribbean. So you don't have to go clear across the world. You can just go right down to Jamaica and stay in one of our beautiful over the water bungalows and villas. We have sky pool suites. Those are in Grenada and Barbados. That's a swimming pool, infinity edge on your balcony. And that's a really neat feature on the 3rd floor, 4th floor, and 5th floor of the building, that you slide your doors open and walk right out, and there's this beautiful swimming pool on your balcony that's just for you and your loved one. We also have Rendezvous, and we have brand new Rendezvous at South Coast. So I know Tiffany will be sharing with you guys our beautiful South Seas Rendezvous villas. They're from South Coast, and they are spectacular, with a beautiful lagoon pool that comes up through the middle. They're private. They've got private plunge pools, and then also this wonderful lagoon in the middle as well. Dining. I mentioned before that we have up to 21 restaurants on the resort. South Coast has 9, and it's all included. So again, you can dine around, you can have steak and lobster, you can go have sushi at our sushi bar, and it's all included. There's absolutely no dining upcharge whatsoever at our resorts. Then we have entertainment. We have some over the water bars. South Coast has this one. You can see it here in the top picture. Again, we'll be showcasing that from the resort. You've got soy sushi, which I will tell you is one of my personal favorites. When we're down on the resort, that's definitely a place to go and enjoy wonderful sushi. Kimonos is teppanyaki. So if you like that Japanese style, that's what Kimonos is. And then of course Butch's Chop House, named after our founder, the Honorable Mr. Butch Stewart. We lost him last week, and we will miss him terribly, but he left a wonderful legacy for all of us that we will continue, and the acts of service that he's put in place you will continue to find at your Sandals and Beaches Resort. Let's talk about Culinary Concierge for a minute, because this is something that's unique to us in the sense that if you have any dietary preferences or food allergies, we can take care of that for you at absolutely no additional charge. I love to share that with our guests, because if you have a shellfish allergy, if you have, you prefer gluten-free, we're more than happy to do that. We have concierge on the resort that you'll meet with, and they're more than happy to schedule and help you plan meals, letting the chefs know if you've got a food allergy as well. They can even do kosher and challah with a 1 month's notice at no additional charge. So that's, I think, a pretty great deal as well. Let's talk about water sports. So we have top of the line motorized water sports and with instruction. When I was at South Coast last year, I took out the Hobie Cat. Of course, I took the instructor with me because I didn't want to end up on a different island. I had a wonderful time and it's all included. So even with the instructors, you know, you're able to enjoy all those fabulous water sports. You can go diving twice a day, every day when you're on resort at no additional charge, as long as you are already certified. Now, if you're not certified and you'd like to learn how to dive, we can do that as well. We have PADI instructors that are more than happy to teach you how to dive for a small charge. Of course, being on our live event that we have next Monday night, one of the perks would be a $250 scuba credit just for joining us live. So if you've ever thought about wanting to learn how to dive, you can certainly join us Monday night and pick that as your added little incentive. We do have our overwater chapels. Again, we have them at South Coast. So they're not at all of our resorts, but at South Coast, we do have one that is beautiful. We'll be going live and showing that to you as well. You guys can completely customize your wedding or retie the knot ceremony. Maybe you got married at the courthouse in 2020 or a backyard ceremony due to COVID and you couldn't have that dream wedding. Tiffany and Christine and the rest of our Global Escapes team can help you design a wonderful wedding at our resorts, and it's completely customizable for you. Beaches. Let's talk beaches for just a quick minute. Beaches was born out of Sandals. Sandals is adult only, couples only, king size beds only. Beaches came along. We have 3 beaches. Beaches Turks and Caicos is our largest. We have Beaches Negril and Beaches Ocho Rios. Those are going to be for anybody. Anybody can go to a beaches. They're great for families, but they're also great for girlfriend getaways because you could sleep up to 5 in a room at a beaches. There's all different configurations. You've got rooms with 2 queens. You've got rooms with a king and then a set of bunk beds that the kids love. There's all different kinds of rooms at beaches. And there's lots and lots and lots of things to do that are all included. So you can reach out to Tiffany and the Global Escapes team to design your family trip for 2021 or 2022. And like I mentioned, here are just some of the features at Beaches Turks, Beaches Negril, and Beaches Ocho Rios. Lots and lots to do at beaches.
We love beaches. I want to just jump in real quick and mention that they're also great for multi-generational groups. So we've had a lot of grandparents that have gotten their children together and their grandchildren and gone to the beaches resorts, and they really do create a great experience. They typically have, you know, the kids activities for which I know you're about to talk about, but there's just areas of these resorts that are kind of focused on the different members of the family, which are really cool.
I was on resort in December of 19. Obviously, none of us got to travel in 2020, but I was down there and met a really sweet grandpa couple. They had 35 family members on resort at Beaches Negril, and they said it was the best vacation ever because there was so much to do for all the different age groups of their kids and their grandkids that there was so much, you know, and nobody was bored. You know, you weren't trying to figure out how do you entertain a 12-year-old and a 2-year-old, you know. Kids camp is included. I did say that is included. There's no additional charge. You can drop your 2-year-old off at 1 o'clock to take a nap and go back to the beach if you want to. And you guys, that's included as well. So a lot of times the kids have so much fun at our beaches resorts. They don't want to be with mom and dad. They just as soon be with all the kids that are their age. We have special swimming pools that are just, you know, shallow and everything for the kids, and lots of activities for them as well. There's an Xbox lounge. My boys are 23. When we were at Turks in 2019, They had a great time, and the Xbox Lounge was definitely a favorite. Water sport, we do have water parks at all of our resorts with beaches, big water slides. So lazy rivers, water slides, lots to do. And of course, Trenchtown is our kids kids club. It's for our older teenagers so that they have pool tables and, lots of arcade games and stuff that they can do there as well. Now, I mentioned Tiffany and I are going to be hosting an event on Monday night. I know Christine has put the link in the chat at 7:00, Sandals South Coast. She's going to go live in Facebook, as well as we've got the link for GoToWebinar. When you join us and show up, you got to click that link and join us so that it shows you're attending. Okay, everybody, you will get an added incentives if you decide to book with them in the next 2 weeks. So their deadline is January the 31st. So if you join us on the 18th, you've got 2 weeks to book. You don't have to book that night, but this will give you a chance to maybe select a $250 spa credit, catamaran cruise. You could do a $250 scuba diving course that I mentioned before. And there's all kinds of different promotions that we run every single week. We have 7 different sandals that are on sale, 7% off. There's a room category, and you can stack all of that. So we're going to go live from the resort. We just want to make sure you guys follow us, follow the page, grab that link, and jump over and join us on the 18th at 7:00. Feel free to share it with your friends. The more, the merrier as well. All right, that is the end of what I had to share with everybody. Can't wait to get down to the island next week and really just go back to the beach. That's our campaign. We want to just encourage everybody. It's safe to travel, and Global Escapes is a wonderful travel agency here in Georgia. They can serve you with all of your needs, and we're very blessed to have them with us as one of our top accounts too. So
thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. We're really looking forward to this. And I recently traveled in December, and after going through the airport, experiencing, the plane ride, I felt very safe. I felt like everybody was very respectful of each other within the airport, moving through customs. I do want to mention to people, right now, what is required for Jamaica is that you do need to have a negative COVID test that you present when you arrive to board the plane to Jamaica, and it has to have been done within 10 days of your arrival. Chris and I went Monday and had our COVID test done. It was really quick and easy, going through the CVS Minute Clinic. We received our results last night. We both got our confirmed negative results. So we have those with us to take and present when we get to the airport. And then, some of you tuning in may have heard the latest news this week with the CDC coming out saying that all international travelers starting on January the 26th are going to be required to present a negative COVID test to re-enter the U.S. or enter the U.S. That test is going to have to have been, I think, completed within 3 days of arrival. And I'm pleased to say that Sandals Resorts are going to be offering the testing complimentary at their resorts. And we will follow up in the coming days as more and more information comes out about the protocol. I think if there's anything all of us have gotten used to in this past 12 months is that there's a lot of information and it's changing constantly. And this is why it's never been more critical for anyone listening today, whether you registered for this event or you're on Facebook Live right now. It is really, really important to have a trusted resource that can help you sort through the constantly changing information. And At Global Escapes, we have people that are passionate about traveling and helping you explore and do it safely, as efficiently as possible, with as few hurdles as possible. That's the whole reason we exist. So stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned to our events and our social media. We'll be continuing to update on all that. It looks like from what you said, as far as the occupancy levels, I mean, and most of the resorts in the Caribbean obviously are very conducive to social distancing, physical
Right.
distancing. Um, and for many people getting away like this, they really just want to escape. It's they don't really necessarily want to be around a lot of other people. They just want to get a change of scenery. So this is really a great option. I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends in Jamaica. It is one of, as far as all of the Caribbean islands, Jamaica has always been one that is very near and dear to my heart. I believe the people there are extremely warm and friendly, and always so welcoming. So, again, we know a lot about these islands, and we can definitely help people navigate the best one for them. So, any
Absolutely.
other tips or updates, Julie?
I think that's pretty much it for everybody. The biggest thing is just going to be follow your journey. Starting on Sunday when you arrive on the resort, I'm sure you'll be posting and going live and sharing all kinds of fun stuff with everybody. I know when I was down at South Coast again back in December of 2019, that was the last time we traveled. I had advisors with me like you, Tiffany, and we're at 96% occupancy. And my advisor said, this is 96%, because it is such a large resort acreage wise. There's plenty of space. You never feel like you're crowded. There's empty chairs. There's not a line at the burger bar. It's really a great resort to give you guys just a taste of what Sandals is like and to make you feel comfortable traveling. And you guys can travel 2021 or 2022. If 2021 is not the year for you to travel, if you're nervous about it, you know what? Tiffany can book you guys for 2022 and go ahead and get those rooms locked down, so that you get in, a great room and with a great rate, because rates right now are amazing.
Right. So yeah, and that's a great reminder. Thank you for that. And that's kind of what I said at the beginning of the webinar today. Having something on your calendar to look forward to really will kind of give you, just some optimism and hope, and that's really our goal with these events. So thank you so much for joining us today, Julie. I look forward to seeing you this weekend, next week, and then. I, of course, wanted to mention about our condolences for Butch Stewart, the family, all the people at the resorts that I know he considered family. His passing is certainly a huge hole in the travel industry, but he, as you said, has created such a legacy. And to all of you listening in today, thank you for joining us. Follow us on social media to stay inspired. Send us any questions to info@globalescapes.com, and stay well. I'll be updating all next week. So keep up on social media and stay well. Thanks again.
Thanks, Tiffany, for having me. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Julie. Bye-bye.